Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Pretty cool design. I am going to use a guideline macro from our friend Eskimo. I don't have to. I'm going to show you both ways to do it. But if you really look at that, that is pretty, pretty cool looking. I'm going to start with an ellipse or a circle. I'm going to make it 10 inches. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 7 inches. And I'm going to control D twice. And I'm going to get that piece right there. That's what I want. That's my shape. Now you could change it a little bit. I don't want to delete both those. I'm going to hit P, put that in the center of the page. And I'm going to hit P, put that in the center of the page. I've still got my nudge factor, so it'll set it to the edge. And I am working in the center of the page, so I'm going to grab that one. I'm going to get the interactive fill tool, and I'm going to go from that edge to that edge, and I'm going to put black in both ends. I maybe should have used a different color, but I'm going to put black in both ends. And then I'm going to add that orange back to pretty close to the center. See, I didn't wait for the box to come to show me the plus sign because I was trying to avoid that center, but I can always move that center up. Now I'm going to control D and make a duplicate, alternate C to have it rotate from the center. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Control D, control D. I'm going to take away my outline. Control G to group it together, and I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. I'm going to make it quite a bit smaller. I'm going to hold down the shift key so it'll grow inwardly. Now, there's two ways I could measure this. One of them is the macro, which is probably a little more accurate than the way I'm going to show you to do it if you don't want to take time to get the macro. I'm going to go right here, and I've got my Snap 2 guidelines on, and I'm going to get another guideline, and I'm going to have it Snap 2 right there. Now what I need to do is measure that distance. I can do it two ways. Parallel dimension tool. Did I not turn on? Yeah, I've got Snap 2 guidelines. See, this is the part that you might not be perfect. So I'm at 7.27. Let's see what our macro says. On our macro, all I just have to do is select both guidelines, holding down so select that, turn it red, hold down the shift key and select that one. And we have 7.271. So I'm going to change my nudge factor to 7.271. I don't need the macro anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it, but that's pretty cool. It gave me a little bit more accurate one. I'm going to hit the plus key a couple of times. It's square, so I can now hit the plus key and go down or up. Control D, Control D. That's pretty cool looking in itself. I'm going to Control G. I am going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. And then I'm just going to draw a rectangle. It doesn't have to be perfectly square, and turn it black. Go ahead and hit P, put it in the center of the page. And this is what really makes it pop. Order back a page. And look at that. Something looks crooked. Let's see what the deal is. You know, that's not crooked. I must have, let me tell you what, let me make it smaller. Hit P, put it in the center of the page. And what you can do also is hold down the shift key, double click on the rectangle tool, make it black, object, order, back a page. I don't know if it's my imagination, but it just looked crooked. And if you zoom in on that, that's a pretty cool design. I don't know if anybody ever draw it, but you might have learned a tool or two. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. And I'll leave a link to that macro at the bottom of the video called guideline distance or something.